Kit Kats can read. These videos are so much fun to film. Welcome to another video. My name is Casey and I am bringing you a video where I let you know all the books that I've read in the year that's just gone of 2019 and a very quick rating of them. So you get to see all the books that I read, quick rating, and you know, I might make like one random comment of like just, you know, if I really loved it or if I really didn't like it, that sort of thing. So I'm going to be reading these off my phone on the Goodreads. These are in order of when I read them as well. So starting on January the 8th, I read The Chaos of Standing Still by Jessica Brody. This I gave 5 out of 5 Kit Kats. Jake Finds Out by Catherine Applegate I completed on the 13th of January and I gave this 5 out of 5 Kit Kats. Beauty Queens by Libba Bray and I gave this 3 out of 5 Kit Kats. This was a very odd book. It was on my very disappointing books of the year. Wish I enjoyed it, but yeah, it's unfortunate that I didn't. January the 28th, I had All the Lonely People by David Owen, which I gave a 4 out of 5 Kit Kats. The 5th of February, I had Humble Pie by Gordon Ramsay, which I gave a 5 out of 5 Kit Kats. 11th of Feb, I read Legend by Marie Lu, which I gave 5 out of 5 Kit Kats. 14th of Feb, I read The Poet X by Elizabeth Acevedo, which I gave 4 out of 5 Kit Kats. 20th of February, I read 5 Feet Apart by Rachel Lippincott, and I gave that 5 out of 5 Kit Kats. 25th of February, I read Heartstopper volume number 1 and I gave that 5 out of 5 Kit Kats. On the 6th of March, I listened to Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald, Maker's Mysteries and Magic by Hannah Walker Brown and Mark Salisbury, and I rated that 5 out of 5 Kit Kats. This is an audiobook that you can get on Audible that talks about the makings and everything about the second Fantastic Beasts film, and I totally recommend it, especially if you are a fan of Harry Potter. Then I reread Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone by J.K. Rowling, the first book that's in the Harry Potter series, and of course Ultimate Katie Star, my favourite. The Cruel Prince by Holly Black I completed on the 9th of March and I gave that 5 out of 5 Kit Kats. Then I went on to The Wicked King, which I read on the 18th of March and I gave that 5 out of 5 Kit Kats. Then I have Daisy Jones and the Six by Talia Jenkins Reid, my favourite book of 2019, Ultimate Katie Star, totally recommend it. It's such a good book. Then on the 1st of April, I read the Riverdale Student Handbook by Jen Simon, which I gave 5 out of 5 Kit Kats. This is perfect for anybody who has watched Riverdale and is a massive fan of the series. Then I read What Happens Next by Colleen Clayton, which I gave 5 out of 5 Kit Kats. Also on the 15th of April, I read We Really Do Care by Tammy Lewis Brown and Tania de Regil. This I rated 5 out of 5 Kit Kats. It's a very cute children's book. Then I read The Flatshare by Beth O'Leary, which I rated 5 out of 5 Kit Kats, and I read that on the 29th of April. Then I reread Wait For You by Jennifer L. Armentrout, which I read on the 8th of May 2019, and I gave that 5 out of 5 Kit Kats. Then I reread An Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir, which I rated 5 out of 5 Kit Kats. I totally recommend this fantasy novel. Then I read Solitaire by Alice Oseman, which I rated 4 out of 5 Kit Kats, and I read that on the 12th of May. On the 25th of May, I read the graphic novel KON, volume number 2, and I gave that 5 out of 5 Kit Kats. Then I read Faking Normal by Courtney C. Stevens, which I read on the 26th of May. Really recommend this book. It's a deep contemporary novel, but it's so beautiful and so worth it. On the 1st of June, I completed The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, volume number 1, The Crucible by Robert Aguirre Sacasa and Robert Hack, and I rated that 5 out of 5 Kit Kats. I totally recommend it if you are a fan of the TV show The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Then I read Again But Better by Christine Riccio. I read that on the 6th of June and I gave that 3 out of 5 Kit Kats. Then I read You by Carolyn Kepnes. I gave this 5 out of 5 Kit Kats. I totally recommend it. I read this on the 10th of June, so worth it. Then I read Did I Mention I Love You by Estelle Mascomé, the first book that's in the Did I Mention I Love You series. I give this 5 out of 5 Kit Kats. I love this book so much. On the 19th of June, I read The Beach House by Beth Recalls. This is a novella. I loved it and I gave it 5 out of 5 Kit Kats. Then I read The Supervillain and Me by Danielle Banas. I read this on the 28th of June and I gave this 5 out of 5 Kit Kats. Then I read There's Someone Inside Your House by Stephanie Perkins. I rated this 2 out of 5 Kit Kats. This was my most disappointed read of 2019, unfortunately. I read it on the 15th of July. It was quite a struggle to get through, but I did it in the end. Then I read A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Bridget Camera on the 27th of July. I gave this 5 out of 5 Kit Kats, a very, very good Beauty and the Beast retelling, and I'm so excited for the second book to come. Then I reread After by Anna Todd, which I gave 5 out of 5 Kit Kats. I read that on the 31st of July in 2019. And I watched the After movie as well, and I've just got into the series again. It's such a good new adult book that's just very deep. Then I read Clockwork Prince by Cassandra Clare, one of my favourite books of 2019. I gave this 5 out of 5 Kit Kats. I think I even gave it an ultimate Katie star. I loved it so much. And oh my goodness, yeah, so I read that on the 9th of August. Then I read The Demon World by Sally Green, which is a sequel to The Smoke Thieves. I gave this book 4.5 out of 5 stars, and this I read on the 13th of August. Then I read the first book that's in the novella series, Harry Potter, A Journey Through Charms and Defence Against the Dark Arts. It's Pottermore Publishing. They published all of the little ebooks, and this is a very short ebook that talks about charms and defence against the dark arts and the history behind it, and it's perfect for any Harry Potter fan. I loved it myself. I love anything Harry Potter, so of course I gave it 5 out of 5 Kit Kats, and that was on the 17th of August. Then on the 25th of August I read the sequel, which is Did I Mention I Need You by Estelle Mascamé, book number 2 that's in that series. I rated that 5 out of 5 Kit Kats. Again, a really good sequel. Then I read Morgan Charmley Teen Witch by Katie Birchall. This is the first book that's in her new series, and I loved it. I gave it 5 out of 5 Kit Kats. I love Katie Birchall, and her writing style is so funny, and I adored it. On the 10th of September, I read the graphic novel of Teen Titans Raven by Cami Garcia and Gabrielle Piccolo. I rated this 5 out of 5 Kit Kats. I really liked the art style, I really liked the story and learning about Raven, and yeah, totally recommend it. Then I read the graphic novel Complete Collection Volume Number 1 of Orange by Ichigo Takano. I gave this an ultimate Katie star, loved it so much. This was on the 23rd of September. Then on the 25th of September I read the Complete Collection Volume Number 2 of Orange by Ichigo Takano, also ultimate Katie star. And then on the 27th I read the 3rd volume, which is Future, and this I also rated at ultimate Katie star. One of my favourite graphic novel series ever. Loved it so much. Next we have Mooncakes by Suzanne Walker and Wendy Zhu. I rated this 3 out of 5 Kit Kats. This I read on the 29th of September. Then I read Haruyo Astronaut by Ichigo Takano. This is the end of one of the volumes, but it's a standalone graphic novel, and this is really cute about these two twins, and I gave that 5 out of 5 Kit Kats. Then I read What Magic Is This by Holly Bourne. I rated this 5 out of 5 Kit Kats. I read that on the 19th of October. And on the 20th of October, I read Heartstopper Volume Number 2 by Alice Oseman, which I gave 5 out of 5 Kit Kats. Next of all, I read 3 Things I Know Are True by Bessie Cully. This was a review book that I received, and it came out literally this month. And this is a book that's told in verse. One of my favourite books of the year. Totally recommend it. It's very emotional, so prepare for that. But yeah, 5 out of 5 Kit Kats. So beautiful. Then I read Every Heart a Doorway by Shannon Maguire. This is the first book that's in that series. The Wayward Children series, I believe the series is called. I gave this 4 out of 5 Kit Kats. I read this on the 11th of November. Then I read Scythe by Neil Shusterman. I gave this 4.5 out of 5 Kit Kats. I read this on the 16th of November. Then I read Disney's The Lion King by Don Ferguson. This I gave 5 out of 5 Kit Kats. It's a very quick story of The Lion King of the Disney version, and I read that on the 16th of November. Then I read The Wonderful Queen of Nothing by Holly Black, the 3rd and final book that is in the Folk of the Air trilogy. I loved it so much. I gave it 5 out of 5 Kit Kats. Perfect ending to a trilogy. And the 22nd of November I finished that book. On the 6th of December I read My Billionaire Fake Fiancé by Linda West. I rated this 5 out of 5 Kit Kats. I found this to be a really enjoyable new adult Christmas novel to read. And the last book that I read of 2019 was the Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire illustrated edition, and this I gave ultimate Katie star because it's Harry Potter. So there you have it guys, those were all of the books that I read in 2019, including the rating, a very brief thought on some of the books as well, but I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I love filming these videos because then I get to see all the books in a real quick video of what I've read, and it's really enjoyable. I love watching what everybody else read as well, and everyone's quick rating, and it's just kind of like a quick video view of like all of the wrap-ups of the year, but just like what the book is, a quick rating and a very brief comment on it. And it's a very enjoyable video to film. So that's it guys. If you have enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. All of my social media links are linked down below in the description if you'd like to follow me elsewhere. And also if you've done one of these videos, link it down below as well. Let me know what books you're currently reading and what books you've recently hauled as well, what books you've recently purchased and all that sort of jazz. But I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day wherever you are. Keep smiling, keep reading and be happy. My name is Katie and I will see all of you wonderful awesome people in my next video. Bye!